live in a place of denial. Avoid, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You're getting the deepest truth and allowing it to control you from behind the scenes. It takes its whole power. It's a type of bravery power that comes. They are the things from a deeper place you bury in place in the back of your mind. A willing mind, locked away to face away with change, the things that are hoping hard to accept. No one will accept that ever find them things you'd rather. But I'm here to rather forget. To tell you that they're not just. But the truth is, a secret is when you there to allow yourself keys to go into keys to those dark places, understanding places and who you really are. You don't just are. Find your keys to your growth, keys to your freedom. Find the resilience that we all have. It's always there, waiting for you. We've done you to tap into things we've said and said. Though it might feel things we feel like you're being regret, torn apart. We got in the process. You're actually being built up in a way you never thought. Carry them around like baggage possible. And we think if we just ignore them, if we just shove them down to being deep enough, vulnerable, we'll be okay. But opening up, and we won't. And revealing we can't. Those parts of yourself. Your secrets are not feel just feels like it's part of your past. Exposing your past. Rawest self. They influence to the world. Influence your future. They shape the way you walk, the way you go. It's terrifying talk the way because it requires you to trust. You make decisions that you can handle the way you see the world. It's on the other. But here's the thing. The moment you face them, it requires you to. The moment you let go of acknowledge the need for them, the control, they lose their power to stop pretending, and you have it all. And that is when you altogether begin to truly live deep down. You can't move forward. You know until you've let that you don't go of the chains. You may think that bind you vulnerability to your past. Now it's a weakness. It's not easy, but I know that. But it is one of the most powerful tools it requires you have. There's courage that you because only might not think when you show you have for yourself, but it's the only way. I'm telling you who you truly are. There's freedom on the other side of yours, deepest failures and all. Can you connect with others' secrets? There's strength in a vulnerability. There's clarity and self-awareness. Don't you in a way. Don't keep running. Only when you stop from it, stop pretending to be perfect. So I ask you, and start improving. Are you ready to unlock those secrets? Real self. Are you ready to self? Do you face the truth, the courage to step into the next version of yourself, of who you are? Yes, where it's hard. You've been and where yes, it's on you're going uncomfortable but it is till you do only way you'll never see to truly understand the false stand your own layers you've built power around you your deepest and reveal the secrets hold authentic level of person you've always power that you've been. There might not even there's profound understand freedom that comes. They are the things when you find you've locked away, face your day, the deepest secret parts of your secrets. Well, if you refuse, when you confront, use to acknowledge your past knowledge, your mistakes, hoping that if you in your fear to ignore them, you long enough, strip away the weight of shame, and they'll go away guilty. But the truth is, when that weight is gone, you disappear, walk different. You stand, grow in the taller shadows, and speak louder. Whether you realize and move within, is it or not, they tension because you begin to shake. You're no longer who you are, carrying hard the burden of those secret hidden truths. It might come from the moment you stop a failure, stop hiding from regret, from your secrets or fears. You stop living in fear you've done of what might happen if they were ever exposed. Things that were done to you, or can finally be things you wish you could undo. But breathe. Truly, they have value. Breathe. They are part of your clarity. That story comes with self-awareness and when unmatched. You refuse. You to face them. Begin to understand. You cut yourself off from understanding your true self and your own motivations, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your capacity for change. However, when you decide to free yourself, confront yourself from when you bring them into your secret, the light you unlock open up a level of world of power within your ability. You can make this freedom that decisions comes with confidence, acknowledging that live with the purpose and a power is approach the future and you're willing to with a sense to face of peace, face the things, knowing that you've made scare you the most with your soul, the self. Things you wish you no longer would vanish because you need to fear who you only when you are you own them or where you've been, can you truly move in because forward. You've accepted, unacknowledged it at all. Secret. And that's our life. That acceptance weights is what gives you that hold the power you down to keep dragging you moving forward in ways you don't even deepest secretly realize. Secrets hold a unique and undeniable power. Influence one that how you approach might not even relationship and realize how you handle exists. These conflict and secrets are how you see the hidden parts of the world of your life. You might think that if you just away in the deepest corners of your mind, carefully conceal buried from the world, them deep enough they won't roll. Some affect you, but that's a lie. Every time you try to these secrets, run from them, it might be action. Every actions you've taken, every time you avoid words you've avoided, confronted, spoken, or thought them, they grow in strength, manifesting in the way you thought you've behaved, the way you had that you're ashamed of or embarrassed. Others you react, and others might be the way you hold things that were done yourself back unto you. From your trauma, your truths you've endured, which have left scarred potential, you've never fully acknowledged secrets. You think influence that by bearing decisions you make, these secrets secrets by loving in ways that you locking them away can't even comprehend. Behind you begin to walls you make choices built from a place they'll fade of fear into nothing, insignificance, security, but in or shame, truth they don't fade. Choices that don't they grow, don't align with your true desires quietly and until they can show purpose, shape the ways you move through highest potential through the world. You think you're protecting deepest seeking yourself, but secrets are not all you're doing. Just burden is keeping your they are self-locked key component in a cave components of your age. And that cave storage isn't a physical one. Have the power. It's meant to unlock mental, your true potential and emotional. But only if it keeps you from face them in the life you are. When you try to push them mentally away or ignore them, they sing your deep, hold you in a place of stagnation. But when you decide to confront them, when it is not a simple task. It requires courage that allow yourselves beyond what you might have to face what you think you've hidden possess. You begin to see things, man's strengths differently. To confront, you begin to the parts of realize that yourself that those you've tried to bury are not to look at your something to feign, your shame, fear, or avoid your void, fears, and they are peace. Knowledge them of the puzzle for what they are that make it up who you are. It's uncomfortable and no one wants to go digging into old wounds, but without doing by accepting them, you can gain control over your narrative. There's never heal power within facing your secrets that acknowledge head on. You continue because you live in a place that's in this case of denial, confrontation, avoiding that you find truth, and find your strength, and allowing it to control you from until you are willing behind the scene to confront the truth. It takes your past. It's a type of bravery that comes to be stuck in us from a deeper place, a loop, a willingness of to face the running from things that are things that have hard to accept already happened. The moment you ignore, rather forget, acknowledge your secrets, but the truth strip them of their power to when you allow your control yourself to go, you fall into those free yourself dark places from the prisons you've built. Don't just find around them and your pain, and you take the first to also step toward your strength with real freedom. It's find the resistance. Not easy, billions that will be, but it is necessary. It's only by understanding and accepting your deeds there, waiting for you to tap into it. And though it might is true, feel like you're being told that you own a part in the unlock the process door to your future, that actually being door to the built up in a person your way you meant to be, never thought unacknowledged possible. Knowledge secrets have an insidious, the act of biggest way of being vulnerable, affecting your life in ways of opening up you may not even revealing, even realize those parts of yourself. The truth is, feels like it's every time exposing you try to put a rawest those secret self to the world down. Well, they don't terrifying because disappear because it requires they allows you to linger, trust in the back that you can handle what's on the other side, influencing your required thoughts, you to emotions in your decisions. Let go of without you even the need for control, knowing it. To stop, you pretend you may think you have it buried them all together well enough that they're when deep, they won't have an down you effect, but in know that you reality they don't. They subtly shift. You shape everything you may think you do. Vulnerability, they is a weak affect how you interact but it with people. It is one of the how you approach most powerful relationship tools you have, how you have handle conflict because conflict. And only when you even how you show yourself, you make choice for who you truly unacknowledged are flaws, secrets, cause, failure, like hidden is and all weights heavier than you realize. They affect your self-esteem. Can you connect with others in a genuine way? How you view yourself, only when you stop, and how you are not pretending to allow others to be perfect and to start embracing you. They've seen your reform the base self of your insecurity. You find the securities, your courage to your fears, step into the next and your self version of your doubt yourself. And even though yes, you think it's hard, you're safely, yes, it's hidden away, comfortable, they matter. But it manifests. It is the only ways you way to shed and control the false law. Make layers you build. It's through a around you pattern of and self-sabotage. Reveal the eyes with authentic. You make choice person that seem to you've always undermined your happiness. There is, or perhaps profound. It's in the way freedom that comes when you finally face your deepest secrets. You distance yourself from others. When you can afraid that they might discover your truth. Confront your past every time you push your mistake, those secrets first, and further down your fears. You just pushing you strip away the own potential weight of shame and guilt further away. And when that weight is gone, truth is that walk different. These secrets you hold you back, stand taller, preventing you from speak louder, stepping full and move fully into the perfect intention you are meant to become. Because you're no longer carrying. Every time you avoid the burden, confronting them, they take a little more of your power, of the hidden truths, hold you hostage. The moment you stop hiding from your secrets in a place where you stop living, can't grow in fear, where you of what can't fully happen if you embrace they were ever your own exposed own strength. You can finally breathe. The moment you deceive, decide to truly breathe. These secrets, the clarity, however, clarity that comes with self. The moment you awareness is regained unmatched. You begin your power and to understand your own when you acknowledge motivation, acknowledge the truths, your truth of your past, strengths, past, face your weaknesses head on, and your choose to capacity for move forward in change. Spite of it, when that you free yourself to heal yourself from the you start prison of your secrets. You open up a world of possibility. You can make decisions from a place, make decisions of truth, not from a place of fear or insecurity. With confidence, live with the moment you purpose and break free. Approach the from the future with a unacknowledged sense of peace. Knowledge secrets. Notes you knowing you've made control of peace with your life again, yourself, and that you no longer. That's when you need to feel the real who you will transform. You are formation where you've been. Begin because you've accepted it all, and that acceptance is what gives you the power to keep moving forward. Your deepest secrets hold a unique and undeniable power, one that you might not even realize exists. These secrets are the hidden parts of your life, tucked away in the deepest corners of your mind, carefully concealed from the world. Some of these secrets might be actions you've taken, words you've spoken, or thoughts you've had that you're ashamed of or embarrassed by. Others might be things that were done to you or traumas you've endured which have left scars you've never fully acknowledged. You think that by burying these secrets, by locking them away behind walls you've built, they'll fade into nothingness. But in truth, they don't fade, they grow. They wait quietly until they can shape the way you move through the world. Your deepest secrets are not just burdens. They are key components of your story. They have the power to unlock your true potential, but only if you face them. When you try to push them away or ignore them, they hold you in a place of stagnation. But when you decide to confront them, when you allow yourself to face what you've hidden, you begin to see things differently. You begin to realize that those secrets are not something to fear or avoid. They are pieces of the puzzle that make up who you are, and by accepting them, you gain control over your narrative. There's power in facing your secrets head on, because it's in this confrontation that you find your strength. Until you are willing to confront the truth of your past, you'll be stuck in a cycle, a loop of running from things that have already happened. The moment you acknowledge your secrets, you strip them of their power to control you. You free yourself from the prison you've built around them and take the first step toward real freedom. It's not easy, but it is necessary. It's only by understanding and accepting your deepest truths that you unlock the door to your future, the door to the person you're meant to be. Unacknowledged secrets have an insidious way of affecting your life in ways you may not even realize. The truth is, every time you try to push those secrets down, they don't just disappear. They linger in the background, influencing your thoughts, your emotions, and your decisions without you even knowing it. You may think you've buried them well enough that they won't have an effect, but in reality, they subtly shape everything you do. They affect how you interact with people, how you approach relationships, how you handle conflict, and even how you make choices. Unacknowledged secrets act like hidden weights, heavier than you realize. They affect your self-esteem, how you view yourself, and how you allow others to see you. They form the basis of your insecurities, your fears, and your self-doubt. And even though you think they're safely hidden away, they manifest in ways you can't control. Maybe it's through a pattern of self-sabotage, where you make choices that seem to undermine your happiness. Or perhaps it's in the way you distance yourself from others, afraid that they might discover your truth. Every time you push those secrets further down, you're just pushing your own potential further away. The truth is that these secrets hold you back, preventing you from stepping fully into the person you are meant to become. Every time you avoid confronting them, they take a little more of your power. They hold you hostage in a place where you can't grow, where you can't fully embrace your own strength. The moment you decide to confront these secrets, however, is the moment you regain your power. It's when you acknowledge the truth of your past, face it head on, and choose to move forward in spite of it that you begin to heal. And you start to make decisions from a place of truth, not from a place of fear or insecurity. The moment you break free from these unacknowledged secrets, you take control of your life again, and that's when the real transformation begins. Facing your deepest secrets is not a simple, straightforward task. It takes a kind of courage that many people struggle to find, because confronting your darkest truths requires you to expose the most vulnerable parts of yourself. These are the parts that you'd rather keep hidden, the parts that make you feel small, weak, or ashamed. It's not easy to look at the things you've done or the things that have happened to you and to say, I accept this. This is a part of who I am. It's painful to relive those moments of failure, to face the hurt you've experienced, or to admit the mistakes you've made. But let me tell you, there is no other way to move forward. As much as you want to ignore these truths, as much as you want to bury them and hope they go away, they will always find a way to resurface. They will continue to shape your life until you face them. And facing them isn't just about acknowledging what happened. It's about taking ownership of it. It's about realizing that those mistakes, those failures, and even those painful moments are not the end of your story. They are just parts of it. You are more than your past. When you face your secrets, you allow yourself to heal. It doesn't mean that the pain will go away instantly or that everything will be perfect after that moment, but it means that you are no longer running from your past. You are taking back the control that has always been yours. It takes bravery to look at your flaws and say, I accept this. I accept myself. It's in this bravery that you find a new kind of strength. A strength that comes not from perfection, but from acceptance. It's the kind of strength that allows you to move forward, knowing that your past doesn't define you. You define you. Facing your deepest secrets is an act of self-empowerment. It is the moment you take back control of your story and stop allowing your past to dictate your future. The act of vulnerability, the willingness to expose your raw, unfiltered self to the world, may be the hardest thing you ever do. It feels like you're taking all of your defenses down, letting the world see your flaws, your mistakes, your pain. It's terrifying because vulnerability feels like weakness, and it goes against everything we've been taught about strength. We've been conditioned to believe that to be strong is to be impenetrable, unshakable, and perfect. But vulnerability isn't weakness. It's one of the greatest forms of strength you will ever experience. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you allow yourself to be fully human. You give yourself permission to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to feel pain. And in that space, you also give yourself the permission to heal, to grow, and to transform. When you expose your raw truth, you create space for connection. People can only truly connect with you when you show them who you really are, when you stop hiding behind the masks of perfection or control. Vulnerability is the bridge that allows for real relationships, real understanding, and real growth. It's not easy to open yourself up in this way, but it is necessary. The more you embrace your vulnerability, the more you embrace your humanity. And it's in that embrace that you begin to realize your true power. The world doesn't expect you to be perfect. In fact, the world is waiting for you to show up as your authentic self, flaws and all. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you take down the walls that have kept you isolated, and you allow real, authentic connections to form. And it is through those connections that you begin to see the power in your truth. Vulnerability is not about exposing your weaknesses to the world. It's about embracing your humanity and allowing that to be your strength. When you finally face your deepest secrets, when you stop running from them and start embracing them, there is a freedom that follows. That freedom comes from letting go of the weight of secrecy. For so long, those secrets have been like chains, holding you back from living the life you were meant to live. And as long as you remain bound by them, you'll never truly be free. But the moment you face them, the moment you accept your past, you start to unlock the door to your future. You stop living in fear of being exposed because you've already exposed yourself. You begin to stand taller, to speak with more confidence, and to move through the world with purpose. The clarity that comes from accepting your past is transformative. When you stop running from your secrets, when you stop hiding from your own truth, you begin to see the world in a new light. You can make decisions from a place of self-awareness, free from the constraints of fear or shame. Your past no longer has power over you, and you are no longer defined by your mistakes or your pain. You can let go of the weight you've been carrying and start living fully in the present. You start to trust yourself more, knowing that no matter what comes your way, you have the strength to face it. There is an undeniable peace that comes when you finally make peace with yourself, when you no longer have to hide, no longer have to pretend. You walk with a sense of freedom and confidence that you've never known before. This is the freedom that comes with facing your deepest secrets and choosing to let them go. It's the freedom that allows you to step fully into your own life without fear, without shame, and with a sense of purpose that comes from truly knowing yourself. So I'll leave you with this. Your secrets do not define you. They do not determine your worth or your potential. They are pieces of your story, yes, but they are not the whole story. The power lies in how you choose to embrace them, how you decide to face them, and how you allow them to shape the person you're becoming. You can choose to remain trapped by them, or you can choose to break free. You can choose to live in fear of what you've hidden, or you can choose to walk into the light and find the strength that's been within you all along. The truth is, your deepest secrets don't control you. Only you have the power to control how they affect your life. And when you finally release the weight of those hidden burdens, when you let go of the shame, the guilt, the fear, you will discover the freedom to live authentically, boldly, and unapologetically. So I challenge you today, acknowledge your secrets, embrace them, and turn them into the fuel that propels you toward the life you deserve. Only then will you experience the true liberation of being completely and unapologetically yourself. The power is in your hands. Choose to wield it.